around taking the pictures?
Who are you?
Because I got 2 phone calls. The employees are calling me. There's a guy walking around taking pictures. This is all business office up here. When the people start calling, they say there's a guy walking around.
You have to what?
You have to get downstairs.
This is a public hallway, sir.
I know, but when employees are calling me and saying there's a guy walking around taking videos.
Is there anything wrong with taking video, pictures and video?
Oh, like I say, there could be, to certain places you walk in, there could be sensitive stuff. I don't know that.
They're concerned. I don't know
I
why.
already got 2 or 3 phone calls. That's why I'm up here investigating.
You're investigating. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so you're gonna...
there's nothing nefarious going on here. I'm just gonna finish about my business and I'll be on my way.
Okay, well, you're gonna... Just get on now.
No, I'll finish my business first, sir, please.
You know, you're gonna get on, yeah. Because like I say, next thing you know, I'm gonna get more phone calls and I gotta do my job.
Well, then you should, if they're calling you, you should say, hey, I talked to him, there's nothing wrong with him taking pictures, and
Yeah, but
that's
this
it.
is all businesses up here. They don't want, unless you have dealing with doing business, like I say, they don't want people taking...
I understand, but
concern.
that's my business, is to take pictures.
Do you have authorization to be up here taking pictures?
Do I have authorization?
Yeah, saying that you can here to take pictures. You are doing a documentary, or
From, who would I get authorization from?
you would have to call the city for that. I would imagine.
No, I don't think I would need the city's authorization to take pictures.
Well, like I say, I'll call. Like what I'll do is I'll call my motor pool up and I'll ask them, and I'll get this all straightened out. Then if I come back up here, then you'll know that you'll have to go back down. Okay, we'll do it that way. All right.
Yeah, I have every right to be here. So yeah, go. You can do what you need to do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Looking for something?
I'm not looking for anyone in particular. No.
Okay. How come you're recording? What is this for?
Oh, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility.
Is this for a company?
Who are you?
I'm with the Refugee Division.
And your name?
Why do you need my name?
I just like to know who I'm speaking to.
Okay. Why are you recording?
If you don't want to identify yourself, why do I need to share my personal information if you're not going to share yours as a public
Who's
servant?
doing all the video? You?
Who are you?
I'm Otis, the security
Otis.
officer. So if the people around here don't want you. So if you're not gonna leave, I'm gonna call the police.
You can call whoever you want, Otis. I don't know why you're acting this way, but
They don't want you here.
they don't want me here.
Right, the police. So I'm gonna call right now. So you can leave peacefully, or you can get out, or you can.
So if I don't leave peacefully, how do I leave then? Violently? Otis?
No, the police gonna get you, man.
Oh, and they're going to use violence against me?
I don't know what they're gonna do.
You don't know?
But
So you're just going to call them anyway, though?
Yep.
You don't know if they're going to use
Of
violence or
course,
not?
you're not moving out.
Oh.
So you wanna come on down?
Oh, no, I'm not finished with conducting my business here. You can call law enforcement if you'd like. That's fine. I have no problem speaking with them.
This is the authorities here. They don't want you here.
Who's the authority?
Yeah, this is emergency.
An emergency?
Yeah, police.
So you could take pictures and I can't? That doesn't seem very fair.
Yeah, this is Otis, the security officer here
reporting
at
an
Kapolei Holly, and I got a gentleman up here on the second floor. The employees is wondering why he's taking pictures on stuff. So we asked him to leave. So he's stubborn. He's not leaving. He's interrupting the business. Yeah,
I'm
right.
interrupting the business.
Yeah, this is a city and county building.
Public building.
Otis, O-T-I-S.
Security Officer Otis, Allied Universal.
Byron, B-Y-R-O-M. He's taking pictures of all the hallways and everything.
Ooh, God forbid, I'm taking pictures
Yeah.
of the hallways.
Act like he's got the authority to do all this stuff, but the employees here,
I do have
Don't want him
I
here.
do have the authority to do
he's
all of what I'm
interrupted the
doing.
business.
No, I'm not. That's a lie.
No. Yeah, he got a baseball, New York Yankee baseball cap. He got a beard. He got a black shirt on, and a short pair of pants, and black tennis shoes. You can say that. Look like. What's your nationality?
What's
He's
my
right here in
nationality?
face. What's your-
My nationality?
Right.
I'm American.
Okay. Well, what ethnic group?
What
I'm
ethnic
on the
group?
second floor here.
I'm going to decline to answer any additional questions, Otis.
No,
I don't think my
he's
ethnic
right.
group matters.
That's right. He's no, I don't think so. I feel right. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll call you again if we go somewhere else. Okay. Okay. All right.
Hey, did you need help on our side for reference division?
No, sir, thank you. Appreciate that, though. I appreciate you.
Alright. You need any help? I'm the chief.
Yeah, you can ask him to move up because he's not listening to me.
Didn't you just call law enforcement?
Yeah.
And what did they tell
It'd be
you?
easier if you just they
What?
coming out. They coming.
Okay. I'll talk to them.
They come to
problem.
second floor.
Who are you?
I'm the chief of refuse division, but I just came back from up in the field and my people were asking.
I'm
me,
sure, yeah. They look like they were freaking out over there, yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
why.
just asking that question if I can help.
No, sir, I don't need any help. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's the big deal about taking pictures and video, Otis? Look, you're doing it.
Yeah. But people don't want you here.
But because they don't want me here, I have to
Right,
leave?
you're interrupting the business.
How am I interrupting business?
4 or 5 people have called me already at my office, my desk.
Okay.
They don't want you here
But what if they don't want me here? Because of why?
because you're a stranger and nobody
I'm a
authorized
stranger.
you.
Everybody's a stranger till you meet them.
Yeah.
You were a stranger to me, Otis.
Everybody, they don't want you here. So you don't need to be here.
I don't understand what that. I
Yeah,
don't
what's
understand
your
that
name?
line of thinking. My name's Sean.
Sean.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Otis.
Otis,
So-
nice to meet you, Otis. Now we're not strangers anymore.
Yes, I mean, that's true. So go ahead and obey the authorities to get out of here. The people call me.
Obey the authorities.
Right.
What authority? Who has authority over me? You?
These buildings, the police don't have the authority over
The
you.
police have authority over me?
The police
I don't
have
think
authority.
so.
Well, as soon as they get here.
I don't think they have authority over me. They're on their way? You want to go wait for them downstairs? Come on, let's go, Otis.
Okay.
Let's wait for them downstairs.
Okay, great.
And let's see if they have authority over me.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Did you see him?
Okay.
Yeah, I talked to him, yeah.
You have to leave. You can't take pictures. I called my boss.
I called the UPs.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call. If you don't leave, I'm gonna call the police
No, I
right
called the police already.
He called law enforcement already.
Okay.
Who were you
What's
just
up?
speaking
now.
to?
You're not allowed to be in here taking
It's
pictures.
Sean.
I'm not allowed to be here taking
Sean,
pictures?
That's Ernie. That's my.
Ernie, yeah. Do you,
Because I already called the boss. He said that's
Who's the
this
boss?
office is up there, like I told you earlier. You are not allowed to take pictures.
who's the boss?
He'll be here in a little bit.
Who's the boss?
The boss, he works downtown.
His name is.
Is he
Gary.
part of Allied Universal?
No,
His name is Gary.
he's
Gary.
the one that's in charge of the security of this building.
Oh, he's in charge of the security
Yeah,
of the
so
building.
you're gonna have to go walk outside. You can't. You have to go outside.
He gonna wait on the police.
Yeah, I'm waiting on law enforcement.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting on law enforcement to come here.
All
That's
right,
all.
because you are not allowed to be. I already called. I got the instructions from my boss.
And why did he say I can't take pictures and video? Your
I'm
boss,
not gonna
Gary?
explain it to you.
Why?
I'm not going to explain it to you.
But why would-
That's
that
what
seems
the rules they got
unreasonable.
over here. Unless you ain't got upstairs for business,
That seems unreasonable.
you have no reason. You have no
I
reason
do.
to be up there. That's what he told me on the phone.
I do have reason to be up there.
Well, that's what they told me on the phone. So I'm just enforcing.
You need a
what they
reason to
told
be in a public building?
me. Yeah, sir, that's what they told me. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, well, we'll see what law enforcement. So you're not law enforcement,
Well,
right?
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they say.
Oh,
They don't
sure
make
it
the rules
does.
of this building.
Oh, it does. It does matter because who's going to enforce it if they don't enforce it?
Well, then I'll just tell them that we have rules, and I talked to my boss, and then he said that you're not allowed to take pictures.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what law enforcement does. Hopefully, they understand their job and they know the law.
Because, like I say, this is all businesses, and unless you have business up there, you should have no business.
Oh, is it open to the public?
Down here, but up there, let's. If
I
you
mean,
have
is it publicly accessible?
like I say, I'm not.
It's
gonna-
publicly
I'm not gonna
accessible.
squabble over this.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't even need to talk to you, Ernie. Really. Let's see who the boss are. These the pictures of the bosses over here? The authority over me. Stop taking pictures, right?
Yeah, I know they're taking their time. I'll tell you that.
Because maybe it's because it's not an emergency. You know, maybe that's why. Maybe they have better things to do.
You
go to other buildings and do this too? And have
Oh,
people
sure.
say it?
You never heard of a journalist that takes pictures of buildings and.
That's what I was asking you upstairs. I said, are you
And I
doing a
told you,
documentary,
but I
or-
told you. Did I not say I was an independent journalist? I told you
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, but still, like I say, we got the rules of the building when business.
What
offices,
rules? Would you have the
can't.
rules? So,
You know what I
someone
mean?
can't just
Can
make
you, Can you
rules.
understand my point of I'm the security when if somebody, my boss tells me that you got to.
Well, your boss could tell you whatever, yeah. But I mean, did he show you the rules? Have you ever heard of these rules
Well, like I
before?
say,
You can't just make rules in a public building. They have to be approved.
Well,
This
like,
is
you
a
see what I
government
mean?
building, public
That's
building.
what I mean. There's a fine line. That's why.
The rules have to be
I called him.
approved.
Exactly.
Okay, so what if somebody told you
Yeah.
a certain person of a certain skin color couldn't come in? What if your boss told you that? What would you do? Would you kick that person
I
out?
can't do that. That's
Why would
racist.
you? Why can't you do that?
That's racism.
Because that's racism.
You can't do that.
Okay,
But
so you
that's-
can't
there's
kick
no
people
way
out
they
for
would-
you can't
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, so there's no difference.
Yeah, because I'm not want to give no trouble to nobody. I just want to,
I know. I'm
make
not.
things
Listen,
right.
I'm gonna wait for law enforcement, and
Yeah,
we'll
okay,
see what they have to
figure
say.
This thing out and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. So law enforcement, like he's waving them down and everything. What police department is this?
Kapolei, right?
Kapolei. Kapolei.
Well, like you said, maybe they're busy. They didn't have a.
Probably. Hey, officer, how are you? How you doing, officer? You mind if I get your name and badge number? 2471. Thank you.
Sean.
Yeah.
I call you guys. The all employees, some of the employees call our office desk that and wanted this person to leave because he was up there taking pictures and he didn't want to leave. He interrupted the business.
By taking
He's
pictures.
on the second and third floors, with all business offices. And when I
Open
talked
to the
my
public.
boss downtown, he said, unless you have any business up there, you should not be up there taking pictures.
I told you,
And
Ernie,
I
my-
confronted him.
My business is
He
to
didn't
take
wanna-
pictures,
he didn't
Ernie.
want to. He didn't want to leave.
I guess he wanted
So that's
to
why we called you up. All right.
Looks like they're about to get an education. We'll stay back. We don't need to hear it. But we know what's going on here.
Second and third floor is all businesses, and when I called my boss downtown, he said they had no business being up there taking pictures.
This is purple to the bottom.
Are we on top? This is all city and county. All right, thank you.
Hey, officer.
Hi, dude. What's going on?
So, my name is Sean, by the way. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility here. I tried to explain that to the employees and the security officers over here. No one wanted to really listen to what I had to say. They just said that I had to obey authority, apparently. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a public building, and it's open to the public, and I have every right just like anybody else to be here, especially when I'm not breaking any laws.
Write no reports or nothing. No. This is just we were just talking.
It's just a guy taking pictures and video, like I told you, Ernie.
Okay.
Yeah, so sir, I'm just taking some pictures and video. I'll be done in probably a few minutes, and I'll be on my way. I'm not going to have my rights violated. I appreciate you for not violating my rights, and I appreciate you honoring your oath you took to the United States Constitution. So I appreciate that, and you educating the security officers over here. But again, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just gonna finish taking my pictures.
I mean, but you get it. The employees are.
Yeah, but I'm talking to them the same way I'm talking to you. Maybe if I didn't answer them, I would understand.
No, I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying you get it, right? People get a little weird.
But I'm telling them what I'm doing. So I'm explaining to them, like, hey, I'm an independent journalist. My name's Sean. Nice to meet you.
But
Downpouring on us.
Like that, you get it, though, right?
Yeah, no problem. As long as everybody's educated and, there's no issues here, I'm just going to take a couple more pictures and I'll be on my way. All right, officer? Take care. You stay safe out there, okay? It was nice meeting you.
Okay, Sean.
Nice meeting you. Otis?
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Otis.
Okay.
I'm glad. I told you law enforcement was going to come here and clear everything up for us,
Yeah, okay,
and they
good.
did. So, appreciate it.